Now look, I like a good hentai as much as the next bloke, and I'll probably I have actually played a few games, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I have played a couple hentai games. But there has not been a hentai game that has made me want to smash my head in and just kill. I understand the point of fucking yanderes. I get how they operate. I really do. But they are fucking annoying. Like, a bit of yandere I am fine with. I'll completely tolerate that. But, no, this type of level is just fucking ridiculous and made me want to kill this bitch. This is My Yandere Sister Loves Me Too Much, a game I am not gonna fucking play on this channel, like, piss off. That is not happening. This is a fucking hentai game. There is literally nudity and sexual content in this. I am not putting that on this channel. I'm just showing you this image. That's it. Ugh, fuck's sakes. Like, when I played when I was with my ex, I mentioned this game, and she told me not to get this game. I ended up getting it anyway. Mainly because I was literally just curious about the story. Like, I was originally gonna buy this just for, like, in essence, a free wank, basically. But I fucking hate this game. In this game, you play as a guy called Yu, and you have a sister called Airi. Now, Yu has feelings for Airi. Also, I should put on their brother and sister. Yu has feelings for Airi, but he's intelligent to know that they're wrong and that he shouldn't have them. Airi, on the other hand, doesn't give a shit. She also has feelings for him and doesn't give a fuck. How do I put this? I literally made a fucking review. I posted my review on this game, which I will read thusly. Literally all I want to do is punch Airi and tell her to fuck off. Actually, no, even that doesn't describe how I feel about the girl. I want to straight up fucking murder her. I hate her. I fucking hate girls like that. Slight yandere, fine, that is tolerable. But that level is... it's suffocating. If I was stuck in that type of situation, I'd give up and straight up kill myself. Because that isn't a relationship. That is hell incarnate. I literally want to possess you and have him tell her to piss the fuck off and to let him breathe. Christ, even in fucking hentai sisters aren't like that to their brothers. Even the ones who have strong feelings for them. I'm sorry, but Airi is so fucking annoying and suffocating and is completely delusional. And the worst part is, she won't even let him fucking speak his mind. She isn't doing this for the both of them. Not really. She's doing all of this for her own selfish reasons. Yes, you also had feelings for her, but at least he was smart enough to know this wasn't right and tried to stop shit. She just didn't care. She wouldn't listen to him. She refused to listen. Girls like that are girls who deserve to be locked up in a straitjacket. Like, seriously, Airi just ruins the whole thing. I fucking hate the crap out of her. I'd rather have her be a tsundere instead. They are better than yanderes. At least then you don't have to worry about the girl killing everyone who would dare get in the way of her happy love life with someone who clearly doesn't overly really want this shit. That was literally my review on this game. And that stands true. I mean, like, this woman is so fucking... she will do literally fucking anything to keep you with her. Like, literally, she drugged him with some drug that paralyzes your body and just effectively used him as a sex doll. Just sucking him off and then took his virginity by giving up hers. She was obsessed. Like, she doesn't want him being around anyone. She gets upset when she's not by him. She's fucking crazy. Like, literally, later on in the game, she just... I don't know, you falls unconscious, and she fucking handcuffs him to her. Like, that is fucking insane! insane! Like, what the fuck is the matter with you? Like, if you're gonna do that, like, you need serious amounts of fucking therapy, love. Like, no joke. That is fucking ridiculous. That is so idiotic. Like I said, I've seen quite a fair few hentai, okay? I have. Like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I've seen hentai. I don't really know anyone who hasn't. Apart from my cousin Aaron. But I've seen this. I've seen hentai, okay? Like, in fact, I'll straight up admit this. One of my perfectly favorite hentais is Swing Out Sisters. I'll happily admit that. That's my favorite hentai. And for some fucking reason, I prefer Natsune over Chione. I don't know why. I mean, Chione has big tits and big ass. So you'd think, hey, that'd be more fun to play with. And apparently, no. I prefer Natsune for reasons. I don't fucking know. But that's tolerable. In fact, I'll explain something. Like, Natsune cares greatly about whoever the fuck the bloke is. I forgot his name. I don't know. It was Yukun. Yeah, Yukun. She cares greatly about Yukun, but Yukun has feelings for Chione. But so Natsune ends up acting like a bit of a dick to her, and she'd get jealous and pissed off, which she told him, and he always just thought she hated him. Literally what he thought. He thought she hated his guts. Nope. She was just jealous, and she does often tease him. Whereas Chione, she's very sweet and kind. But, like, that was entertaining. That was fun. That was that's tolerable. This woman fucking... If I was in that situation with those two sisters, I would like... Yeah, I'm down for this. With this woman, I have to go, does anyone have a gun? Does anyone have a gun they could just shoot me through the head with? Because fuck this woman. Like, I hate the shit out of... She ruined the... Like, as soon as we got to the first sex scene, I thought, maybe I could get something out of it. But she fucking ruined it. Literally, I was trying to have a wank. The way she was fucking acting, it made my dick go, nah, I'm going back to bed. Bye. Like, when you have a character that does that to your boner, I mean, like, she's very beautiful. Like, I'll admit that. She is a very beautiful girl. But she is fucking delusional and demented. I mentioned earlier that in this game, you end up handcuffed to this girl. Literally at one point, later on, when she's completely asleep, you grabs the key, unhandcuffs himself, and then goes to take a piss in the bathroom. She wakes up, sees he's gone, and starts crying his eyes out. And starts crying her eyes out. I was about to say starts crying his eyes out. That was wrong. You then comes in and then just gives her a hug. I believe... I haven't played this since last year. I've only played this once, and as soon as I gave up, and I just straight up uninstalled it. But he then went over to her and hugged her. Now I get that it's him trying to be nice, but after the crap she put him through, if I was him, I would have just opened the door to go, lady, I just went to take a piss. Christ. I don't like her. She ruined the fucking game. She ruined the whole fucking thing. I have never played a hentai game where there is a character who fucks it up. Never. Like, it's just insane. In fact, this is literally what the description is of this game when you open it up in the start. Forget your friends, your job, your responsibilities. Just let your big sister take care of you. Go fuck yourself. I mean, and the level of crazy displayed, this image fucking says it all. Like, she wants to be the only person in his life. That's not how that works, lady. Here's the story for this. My little brother's co-workers are a bad influence on him. always inviting him to mixers and telling him stuff like, "It's weird that you let your sister feed you lunch," or "Siblings shouldn't walk around holding hands, acting all lovey-dovey." I can't have them getting in the way of my relationship with my precious brother by filling his head with this nonsense. Even worse are the sneaky women at his office who try to chat him up when I'm not around. It would be better if he didn't have to go to work and just let me take care of him. Then nobody will get in my way and I'll have him all to myself the way it should be. I love him and I'll make him realize he loves me too. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? I'm literally reminded of a character from Murdoch Mysteries who was sort of similar to this in a way. I can't remember. I don't think we ever really showed her off, apart from in this one episode where she's locked up in a mental ward, and what the fuck? I also love how it says, all characters described and visually represented in the game are over 18 years of age, and no actual or identifiable minor was used in the production of this game. No fucking shit! Because I don't know a fucking 16-year-old working in an office doing Excel. And considering the fact that the sister is older, like, what 16-year-old or 17 or fucking anything under that is going to clubs and mixers? Like, what teenager is doing that? Like, you got people outside the fucking establishments asking for ID and making sure that they are of the legal age, that they are over 18, and if they're not, they say, fuck off. So obviously, they're gonna be over 18! Like, you didn't need to fucking mention that! I mean, okay, yeah, you did, but it's kind of fucking obvious! Now, this is just one of the reviews. This was someone who said that they wouldn't review this game. There is no story here to speak of. It's pretty much all H scenes with no meaningful character or relationship development at all. There are no choices to be made, the writing is repetitive, uninteresting, and full of spelling errors. Really? I didn't spell it that. And the artwork isn't good enough to make it all worth mashing through. If you're considering purchasing this VN because of the specific fetishes on offer here, you should know that none of it is explored in an interesting way, or even at all. If Yandere is what you're into, you should go check out Crimson Grey. If the forbidden relationship angle is more your thing, well then, I really don't have any recommendations for you, but this ain't it. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. He's not wrong. He's not fucking wrong. Now, this is someone who gave it a positive. Playing this game with one hand is hard, but worth it. Products received for free. Yeah, I'll bet you fucking ended that was sponsored. This one, let's see what this guy is. This is good story, and Yandere is my favorite tag of all time. However, I don't like a censored game. Please uncensor. Fucking horny people. Now, here's one by Surza. This was allegedly recent. It was the 28th of August last year. It pained me to give this a thumbs down. It didn't fucking pain me, I'll tell you that much. However, despite the strong writing, what strong writing? Great character art, slightly less recycled backgrounds from previous games, and juicy H scenes, this isn't one I can recommend. I also can't talk about why without spoiling the end, which is awful. So read on at your own risk. You've been warned. My Yandere Sister Loves Me Too Much isn't very long. I finished the whole thing in 2.5 hours, and it's just slightly longer than you can get it refunded for. Shit. Norm does a great job establishing the setting and characters. There are really only two people in the story, you and his beyond fucked up sister, Irie. Yeah, I agree with that. She is definitely beyond fucked up. You experience everything through Yu's eyes, and the game does a great job of conveying everything he's feeling, at least up until chapter 10. It's quickly established that something isn't right in regards to either the setting or Irie. Up until everything fell apart in the end, I couldn't wait to see where things were going and what was going to happen next. Now let's talk about Irie. Irie is scary! No fucking shit, mate. Her character is nauseating and suffocating in the worst ways possible. She's like a nightmare version of the worst psycho girlfriend anyone has ever had. Wow, that's a fucking description! Like a nightmare version of the worst psycho girlfriend. Holy shit! There is nothing likable or redeemable about her. She's possessive to a scary degree and dangerous. All she wants to do is fuck Yu's brains out, have his babies, and literally lock him away from the world to keep for herself. Like, yeah, that is completely true and accurate about Irie. Like, she's batshit. She's absolutely batshit. Girlfriends like that are just... If you're in a relationship with a girl, or a boy, I won't discriminate, and they act like this, get out! That's not a relationship. Not even fucking close is that a relationship. I'm sorry, that's not a relationship. That's a fucking life sentence. Through Irie, Norn does... I should point out, Norn are the developers. Developer Norn, publisher Cherry Kiss Games. Through Irie, Norn does an excellent job establishing an almost horror-like vibe that causes the reader to expect some kind of twist or revelation to appear by the end. Sadly, that revelation or twist never comes, and what we are left with is wasted potential that amounts to nothing. How does Irie know everything that happens to you when she's not there and he hasn't told her anything? How does she make everyone disappear? Where is she getting the stuff from? Why does she look and act like she's possessed by a demon? None of these questions are ever answered. There is zero closure, and the ending we get is so far removed from anything plausible that it's impossible to accept or even go along with. While the sex is hot, debatable, Irie is such a turnoff because she's so stifling. Agreed. Like I said, I thought I could get a decent wank out of this. Irie made it go back to bed. All I wanted to do was get away from her. She's the boogeyman that you just can't run away from, and that is what makes the ending so unsatisfying. What the fuck is that grammar there? In the end, this is just a gender-bent version of Norn and Cherry Kiss Games' typical formula, with the girl forcing herself on the guy for a change. Yu submits when he could have finally achieved freedom, and the game does nothing to bring us around to his new way of thinking. It doesn't make sense that in the end they are just making babies happily ever after, and that is the greatest sin of all. Yeah, I'm not fucking surprised. I mean, like I said, Yu goes back in and hugs her after unhandcuffing himself. I would have slammed the door open and just gone, "Lady, what the fuck is the matter with you? I am not a fucking 2-year-old. Girls like that are just fucking insane to deal with. They really fucking are. I cannot stand them. I'm gonna admit this. My fiance's clingy, okay? Like, she loves me giving her attention. But she's not this fucking obsessed. She isn't. Hell, my last ex was fucking clingy. Not to this extent. This lady, Irie, she's lost her fucking rocker. She's gone off the deep end. I don't even understand how people can give this game good review, because it's shit. I bought this game because I was interested on the Yandere aspect of it. There's like 3 or 4 instances that are like, ooh, nice Yandere, but nothing to go crazy about. There really is no story, and I was hoping that you'd be able to make some kind of choices that would affect the story, but none of that happened. I suppose I should have expected something like this from this publisher, though. It was really just clicking through a slideshow with voice acting. I completed it in only 2 hours, so I guess they're not wrong when there's more than 1 hour of content. The art and voice acting are nice and well done, but there's a lot of typo and coding errors that are found throughout the game. It hits a few niche fetishes and you're left sitting there wondering why the protagonist has no brain. If you just want some fapping material, I'd suggest spending your money elsewhere. Don't worry, I've got the Haunted Onsen for that one. This game was not entertaining in the slightest. This game was just terrible to me. It was just... And it's all because of ID. And I'll admit, it would be better if you could make fucking choices. That would have been so much better. It would have been so much better if you could actually make choices that did affect the game. This isn't a fucking game, though. This is a fucking PowerPoint presentation. Like, there's no game here. I've played better hentai games. Okay? On cum.com. What was it? cum.games.com. I think I was part of that one. I've played better hentai games on that. Hell, I've played better fucking hentai games on Newgrounds. Like, the Meat and Fuck series. All of them better than this. This has to be the worst hentai game I have ever played that I've just not been able to get off to. Like, that's the only real reason people buy hentai games. It's for a wank. That's their main, only sole fucking purpose. This game is dog shit.